Now you've worked with Peewee Longway.
I haven't. I
Oh, you're supposed
to
to work
have
with him?
worked with Peewee Longway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That was
You
actually
know.
one of my favorite interviews from last year. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw
That,
that.
that was the greatest interview ever, man.
Yeah.
He denied everything. When I listen to your music and I look at your album covers and stuff like that, I'm seeing a lot of blue. The color blue seems to be very prominent in everything you
It's a
do.
nice color, my boy. It's a nice color. It ain't nothing like
Now,
it.
now, I assume there's a Crip thing going on?
Nah, just a nice color.
Just a nice color.
Yeah.
No cripping going
No,
on.
no, nothing. Just
No
a nice
nothing.
color. That's the scene.
You ain't got to say shit. I'm just going to ask the questions. You can answer them how you want. You know, and it made for like one of our dopest interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Investment 5, I work with Investment 5. I'm working with this one gonna be a DJ Drama. So I'm working with DJ Drama. I got K Camp, the Red Sean, Lil Baby on there. I got Boosie on there, of course. Rich Homie Corn. Like a lot of like the rappers, like they mess with me. Like I don't know what I done did in Atlanta, but like a lot of Atlanta rappers have just been reaching out to me like lately just because I don't know. They mess with me though. I mess with them.
You have actually worked with NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, I work.
He was
with
on
NBA.
your was it your last mixtape?
Yeah. I work with NBA too.
Well, did you see the interview I did with Boosie?
You know, most rappers die in their own city, man. It's a fact. And you know, you have haters who was in school with you and they mad because they was in that third grade class with you, but they don't have the same hustle as you. You know, they hate you for no reason. They hate you for your success.
What'd you think about that?
I think it was true because I got an attempt on my life in my own city. Going back trying to pick up my dad.
In Alabama?
Yeah, going back trying to pick up my dad. He had just came from Hawaii. Went up there, finna pick him up, you know what I'm saying? He had went in the house to get something. They just come around, the corner. I had just put my gun in my car. They just come around the corner and just start shooting. But I'm all the type, I don't sit in no cars. I'm all the type, like, if I'm somewhere, parked somewhere, I ain't gonna never sit in no car. But if I would've been sitting in the car, I would've been dead, though. But, like, I always be standing up, like, on alert, like, I ain't gonna sit in no car. So they just start shooting. He done shot, like, 15 times. But they ain't hit me. I don't think he was trying to hit me. He couldn't have been trying to hit me. But
Okay. Now, I mean, I'm not going to go into any really details about who did it or anything, but was it a hypnotized with hatred kind of situation like Boosie talked about?
Yeah. It was that type of thing, like, you know what I'm saying, seeing a lick. They don't really never see me in the city, so they seeing a lick, you know what I'm saying? They probably, just, instead of being happy, like, I was really, like, in the trenches, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in, like, one of the worst parts of my city to pick them up. So, me being the type of person, I mean, I'm like, I'm more cautious about that now because I be feeling like I ain't got nothing to prove no more because I'm feeding my family. But I used to be the type that just be like, shit, I ain't scared to go no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't scared to go nowhere. So that's how I was. So, but after that situation happened, I was just like, it just ain't worth it. So I ride now, tinted out, you know what I'm saying? I ride with, you know what I'm saying, with the necessary things to make sure my life is safe. So,
Yeah, I mean, listen, Boosie moved out of Baton Rouge.
yeah, and I moved out of Alabama too. But see, the thing is, I was been gone. I just came back to pick up my daddy, so that would have been even worse because you just visiting the city and like, I thought my city is, man. That's why we don't really have a lot of people make it. Like, we got a few popping people, like starting to gain some buzz now, like OMBPs.
Yeah, right. I interviewed him recently.
Yeah.
Dope.
We from the same city. We from the same city, so like we got a few artists that's doing the thing now. Like we got artists with major deals now, so we making something happen. Like making something happen.
That's sad, man. Did your dad almost get hit in the process?
No, my dad was actually he was in the thing. My brother came out shooting at the car. But they like had like I tried to make it to the gun, but then I just saw I couldn't get to it, and I just bumped. So he was just chasing after me shooting, but I was like zigzagging. So he was just chasing after me shooting. Like bullets were hitting the air conditioning. One of the bullets hitting the air conditioning, it exploding. So I just kept going. I was just like, after that, I was like, I couldn't see who did it though. I couldn't see who did it because like I wasn't trying to really look back. So I never find out who did it. But you know what I'm saying? Streets talk, though. It's gonna come out.
I mean, listen, we had scheduled to interview G Money out of Baton Rouge 2 days after he got killed.
Mm.
Like, you know, my assistant, like I remember we were talking about the murder, and he's like, yeah, he was supposed to interview with us like 2 days from now. You know, he had spoken to him personally. He was excited to do the interview. Like, I mean, I'd interviewed Big Low, Chief Keef's, was it uncle or cousin?
Yeah.
2 days before he got killed. His last interview. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, it's sad. You got, you know, these people who have this potential, who have fans, who have a future, and
people just out to get it how they. People just out to get it how they gonna get it, man. That's just how. Especially young people that ain't got no hustle, man. They just, you know, they just wanna take something for. They'll take a person's whole lifespan just for a couple. If they would've got me that day, what I probably have like $3,000-$4,000 on me, man. Just me knowing what money is right now.
right,
Man,
that's
you know
nothing.
how quick I blow $3,000-$4,000, man. Like you blow that, your whole life gone just so you can go blow this money on nothing. But they think that's a lot of money, so it's like that's a fortune for them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah, I mean, you know,
gotta be
most
safe out
rappers die in their hometowns. You know, that's what me and Boosie were talking about that one time.
But it was kind of like, for me, it was kind of like a warning sign too, though, because now I be on point with everything. So I feel like it was really just God saying, like, all right, now, like, be on point. So now we be on point with everything. Like, if we leaving the show, it ain't no you following us. Like, we in the rear view, we on deck, like, on everything. Like, we on deck. Like, it ain't no catching us by surprise. It ain't no catching us by surprise, because we on deck. We on deck at all times, and we vision. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
It made me do that.
Right. And on the flip side, also, you don't need to be carrying a gun around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I got security. I brought my people like that I grew up with. You know, they do my security. I pay them to do security.
right. I have paid armed security. Like when I go out in LA, I have, you know, ex-LAPD guys that could legally carry, that will legally shoot you and get up on the stand and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Justify the shooting where I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Because I got guns too.
Yeah.
But if I'm constantly carrying them around, I'm taking a risk. You know, I'm taking penitentiary chances.
Yeah.
By doing that. You know, especially, you know, I don't know whether the guns were legal or not. Cause
mine and my name though. So that's
right. But that's what I'm saying. But like, you know, between carry permits and you know what I mean, whether the guns are legal and so, because a lot of dudes just ride around with dirty guns. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to protect, you know, you're trying to protect your life, but in the process you may end up going to jail.
Yeah.
Trying to protect your life.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, do you want to get caught with or without it? It's kind of a
it's
catch-22 revolving door. You know?
It's a chance you take when you being an artist. Like when you being an artist, if this is life, you know, it's a chance. That's just a chance you take. Like, you get money. I mean, that's just a chance you take. Like not just far as like carrying a gun. I'm just saying the chance you take of like just in general. Like you take chances being an artist. Like you always gotta be on point. The normal haters that people have, you have 10 times more than them. You gotta watch. If you out to eat, you gotta watch. You always gotta watch your back, and you gonna be in way more situations than a normal person. So it's just a chance that the life that you chose, man. Like
Yeah, man. But you know,
fame come with that.
you have a great opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm sure damn near all the people you grew up around are not in the place that you are. That don't have the potential that you have.
But actually, they travel with me though. I know what you're saying though. They travel with me.
But you're the one though.
Yeah.
You're the one that's feeding them. You know what I'm saying? You're the center of that. You know, like I support 20 people. Yeah. You know, I'm the reason why 20 people have a roof over their head and food in their stomach. So I understand. You know, that's why you just got to keep your circles small and just be careful. Get real security. you know, and just try to avoid areas that you know
Yeah.
are potentially things could go bad in.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I wasn't even think I wasn't even thinking that was just me. That was just me slipping. Just so happy to see my dad. Like I wasn't even thinking about the area, to be honest. I would realize, man, you in the middle. I had just realized where I was when the shooting started. I was like, dang, you feel me? But it's cool now, man. I stay.